And that is the game. The Green Bay Packers are heading to the NFC Championship game for the second straight year. Team looks great today. They take down the LA Rams 32-18. Honestly, this game shouldn't have been close. This game shouldn't have been close at any point in time. It ended in the blowout because the Packers are just better than the Rams and they got the job done. But this game shouldn't have been close. It really just came down to the Packers not capitalizing at some points. That really has to deal with the receivers not catching the football. I mean, Rodgers has been completely on point. Aaron Rodgers' entire day has been on point with his passes. It's just been like, well, I mean, he could have been picked off. But, the Rams failed to capitalize on that. But for the most part, Rodgers has been on point with his passes today. It's just a couple of drops happened. He would have had a touchdown pass earlier on, but, Lazard dropped that one. Ironically enough, Lazard would go on to make a 58-yard touchdown catch and just straight up put the icing on this cake to give them the 32-18 lead, which basically ended this game. So he redeemed himself from, dropping that earlier touchdown. So good for him. But yeah, overall, looking at this Packers team, they look nice offensively. Aaron Jones broke free for like a 60-yard run. He's doing his thing. Aaron Jones looking nice. Aaron Rodgers looking like, the MVP. He's just looking like Aaron Rodgers. I got nothing else to say. Aaron Rodgers looked like Aaron Rodgers. Nobody's surprised to see this. Early on in the game, he hits Davante Adams in the end zone for the touchdown. Speaking of that, the matchup between Ramsey and Davante Adams, I would say it's about even. Yeah, Davante Adams he beat Jalen Ramsey for that touchdown. But again, that was more of a great scheme. That was just more of a great. It was just more of a great play call, honestly. It was a great play call. They motioned him to the left, and then they motioned him to right as they snapped the ball. Ramsey was not going to get there in time. There was a defensive back that was there that could have covered him, or at least taken that assignment or choose to switch onto him. He did not. That left Davante Adams open in the flat. An easy, quick touchdown pass to Davante Adams from Aaron Rodgers. There was nothing Ramsey could have done with that. And I hear people talking about, oh yeah, Ramsey got burned. What is Ramsey supposed to do? He sees Davante Adams motion to his left. He follows him there. Then he's motioning to his right. The ball gets snapped. He's not even there. He has to go through his defense. It's just a great play call. There's nothing Ramsey could have done. Not to mention, there was a DB there that could have tried to make the attempt to cover him. He didn't make the switch, so it's what it is. Though Davante Adams did beat him on a couple of plays, just got the best of him. He beat him on a mean slant. So that was a good one by Adams. But I think overall, you got to give the win in terms of that matchup to Adams. But it's not like Ramsey was just getting beat over the top or getting absolutely burnt. Nah, he held up. He held up and did what he needed to do against Davante Adams. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Defensively for the Packers, they did a solid job for the most part. They started to kind of crack right towards halftime and even in the third quarter because the Rams started playing a faster tempo on offense and started playing a little bit of hurry up, and it just started to catch that Packers defense off guard, and they were able to get 2 touchdowns out of that. They got a touchdown before halftime on a quick play, and then they scored another touchdown in the third quarter doing the same thing. They just managed to get points off of that, and that kind of actually got the Packers defense that caught them off guard. But they were able to recover, which at the end of the day helped them out, and they were able to close this game. Overall, you got to like what you saw from the Packers offense and the Packers defense because they did a great job. They did a great job, and there should have been, all I'll say is that there was points left on the table for the Packers, but they're so great, they're going to continue to score, and Aaron Rodgers is so great, he's going to continue to find these guys. I mean, for God's sakes, Aaron Rodgers just in this game showing why nobody can throw the football the way this guy does. I mean, it's 2nd and 17 at one point in this game. He's backed up in his own red zone. The pocket's collapsing, pressure's coming out of him, and he just stands in the pocket, cool as a cucumber, and delivers a perfect throw for the first down in a tight window. Like, how do you throw that? The pocket's collapsing everywhere. You don't have much time. Like, how did he throw that? I don't know. Not to mention, Aaron Rodgers, before half, got them into field goal range. He just scrambled like there was nothing open. Pressure came to him. He started rolling, I believe, to his right and just fucking put up a... He was just beautiful with that. I'm sorry. He was just beautiful with that. This is what Aaron Rodgers does. This is who he is. When he's playing at this level, when he's playing his game, I don't know if you can beat him. I honestly don't know if you can beat him. Like I said, I feel like this is the best opportunity for the Packers to get to the Super Bowl. Whether it's the Bucks or the Saints, I don't see any of these guys going into Lambeau Field and taking down this team next week. The way the Packers look today, I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but we'll see what happens. As for the Rams, defensively, they did the best they could. They couldn't capitalize on a couple mistakes. They could have had a couple picks on Aaron Rodgers, and a fumble did happen that they just weren't able to get. Aaron Rodgers was able to pick that up. But, at the end of the day, they just failed to capitalize. They couldn't really force any turnovers, and the chances they had to force turnovers, they couldn't really do it. And if you can't force turnovers against this Packers offense, good luck trying to stop them. So, yeah, it really just came down to them not being able to do much in terms of turnovers. They did a solid job in the first half, in some cases, in terms of trying to slow them down. But, second half, same old, same old. They did what they could. They did what they could, but, at the end of the day, when your defense gives up 32 points, you're not really going to win the game. So, it's unfortunate, but they did what they can. Offensively, they look nice. Cam Akers, this guy was a beast today, doing everything he possibly can for this Rams offense to try and put some points up, move the ball, move the chains. I mean, the guy was a stud doing his thing. I liked what I saw from him, man. He was doing his thing, looking nice, looking solid, playing great. I liked what I saw from him. That's right, Aaron. We will see you in Lambeau next week. Whether it's the Saints or the Bucks, I know you're going to be ready. You ready to go back to the Super Bowl. Keep being you, Aaron. Keep being you. With that being said, they did what they could. They did what they could on offense. And Jared Goff today, honestly, Jared Goff, that's the best we've seen Jared Goff in quite some time. I'm not going to lie, he made some good throws in this game that none of us expected him to make. After the way he was looking last week, nobody expected him to make the type of throws he was making in this game. But he did. He made some nice throws, made some nice plays, did what he could. But at the end of the day, it's just not enough. You can't ask Jared Goff to go out there and beat Aaron Rodgers in a shootout. That's not going to happen. Even when he was playing at that highest level, I wasn't 100% comfortable with saying you could go do that. But now, no, you can't. You can't ask Goff to go out there and try to match what Aaron Rodgers and that offense is doing. You had to rely on the running game, and they relied on the running game as much as they could. Unfortunately, it was not enough, and it ended in their demise. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna give Goff credit. He's like a week and a half, possibly 2 weeks removed from the small surgery that was done on his broken thumb. And for him to be able to come out here and play in Lambeau Field in the cold, with him still nursing that injury, for him to play the way he played, I'm just saying, gotta give him his credit. You gotta give him his credit. Overall, the Rams, they fought. Aaron Donald in this game, he couldn't have an impact. You could tell that injury he suffered. That injury he suffered last week against Seattle severely hurt him. You saw him in the first half. He just couldn't do anything. He even got frustrated and ended up getting a personal foul for no reason. He got frustrated. He couldn't get anything going. And then in the second half, I don't believe I even really saw him on the field much, if he was on the field at all. So yeah, Aaron Donald just in general was completely ineffective in this game. Not even just the second half, just in general. He was completely ineffective. I don't even think he got a single pressure in this game. He was completely ineffective. Did not make an impact at all in this game. And you could tell the injury held him back. Other than that, Ramsey, he went at it with Davante Adams. Did a good job defending him. Adams still got the touchdown, but that's not all on Ramsey. And yeah, he just did what he needed to do. He did what he could. But unfortunately, this is the end of the road for the Rams. Rams, your season has come to an end. I believe this is a great bounce back. Because You win the Super Bowl 2 years ago. You suffered that hangover from that loss. And last year, you guys came out, couldn't make the playoffs. You were just a mess. Then this year, you find your way into the playoffs. You fight hard. You go into Seattle, and you win that game. And you come into Green Bay, into Lambeau Field against Aaron Rodgers and the number one seeded Packers, and you did what you could. You got to be proud of what this Rams team was able to do and how they were able to bounce back. Sean McVay's got this team looking good this year, and they did what they could. But we'll see what happens with the Rams next year. We'll see how the situation goes. I think they looked nice this year. At times, they were inconsistent, but they looked nice, and we'll just see what happens. With that being said, congratulations to the Green Bay Packers. Well done. Aaron Rodgers looks like a beast. And like I said, the Packers better be going to the Super Bowl because there will be no excuse. Get it done next week, Aaron. Get it done. You need to be in the Super Bowl. No excuses. This is the best chance you've had to get to the Super Bowl since 2011. Don't screw it up. That defense, don't screw it up for Aaron. Everybody come out here, play their game, do what they got to do, and get the job done. Simple as that. If they do, they're going to beat the Saints or the Bucks. Whoever they see next week that comes into Lambeau Field should not be able to take down this Packers squad if Aaron Rodgers and the crew are playing their game. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that's all I got. Y'all know what's coming up next. Ravens, Bills. I'm ready. I'm excited. This should be great. We'll see what happens, man. Hopefully the Ravens get the win. With that being said, that's all I got. And I'm out of here, man. Peace.